guys, welcome back for another video. So I am super excited about today's video because I've had some people that really enjoy these type of videos request some more or want to see more of this. So I'm kind of just sitting down. I have a couple hours today and I actually want to get some sewing done. So I thought I would pull out the camera, just make it a video for you guys and hopefully you enjoy. So I'm not sewing for myself today. I'm actually sewing for Zendaya. So with summer coming on and all those things, she could use some great play dresses, and I have a bunch of remnants of fabric from things I've sewn for myself. And so basically what I did was I went through my sewing cabinet and took out all the remnants of fabric, and I'm gonna try to make her some dresses out of the remnants that I have, because they're gonna be play dresses, maybe a couple ones that'll be good for Sunday, but for the most part they'll be everyday dresses anyways. So I've actually done 2 already for her, not today, but like this spring. Also, just a little disclaimer, the kiddos are playing, so if you hear some loud like interruptions, that's what's going on. They're not down for naps, but anyways. So the first one I made is this dress. It is just like a green material, like a dark green with flowers on it. And it's just a basic sack dress. So I just traced one of the dresses that she has and made it a little longer. Has no like sleeves, I mean it does, but no sewn on sleeves. And then just on the end I put on these little ruffles on the end of her sleeves just to give it like a little girly flair. So it's really simple. All you have to do is sew together the sides, the neck, and then put the ruffles on the sleeves. So that was one I did. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing any more like that or not. I might be. And then another one that I did that I actually just finished yesterday is this one, and this is just a like bright coral. It kind of has some flowers here. I don't know if it will show that on camera, but it's like embossed flowers on the material. And this just has an upper piece, like one upper piece, and then a lower skirt piece. So I put in elastic at the waist to kind of give it a little bit of a waist for her since it's a longer dress. But it doesn't have sleeves either, or at least sewn in sleeves. It's just one piece of fabric on the front. So it's really, really simple. One second. Okay, sorry about the interruption. But yeah, this one was really simple as well. This coral one, it's just 3 pieces, 4 pieces total, sorry. One front and one back, like the bodice piece, and then one front skirt and one back skirt. And then, like I said, I just did, if I can show you guys here, I just put like an elastic in around the waist, and I sewed that right in when I was sewing in the waist. So that's kind of the 2 styles that I'm looking to do, something similar to that. Maybe some of them will have like ruffles on them or something. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'm going to show you the different pieces of material I have, and I might only get one dress made like on camera for you guys, but I'm hoping this can be like a great idea if you're a mom who kind of knows how to sew, or some simple sewing for your girls, if you have girls or whatever, something simple that you can maybe save a little money and also make some cute dresses. So let me show you the material I have and what I'm thinking of doing with each piece, even though you might not see that all on camera. So this material, really cute. I used it to make myself a skirt a while ago. I don't have enough to make her a dress, but there's plenty enough to make her a shirt. So I think what I'm going to do is make her a cute shirt, maybe put some ruffles on it or ruffles on the sleeve, or maybe even do just like short sleeves and like a ruffle around the bottom of the shirt. Something really cute. We'll see. I've never sewn a shirt before, but that's one thing for little kids. It's actually really easy, especially if they're everyday clothes. If you mess up, it's not a big deal. So that's what I'm doing with this piece. The next piece I have is this really, really pretty like burgundy floral. Sorry about the music in the background. I'm hoping I have enough to get like a sack style dress out of this, but I might not. I'm not sure if I will. So if I don't, this will be a shirt as well. And then I have one more piece yet. This one is from a dress I sewed myself. This is so pretty, and this is gonna be a dress probably in the same style as the coral one, and then maybe with some ruffles on it. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, really pretty, and I think maybe this is the one that I will work on camera, because you guys will get to kind of see how I think it up, or how I kind of do what I'm doing, if that makes any sense. Another thing is, if you do not have a pattern for your girl, that's totally fine. So I do have a pattern for Zendaya, but I found it is just as easy to take one of her current dresses, like she has like a play everyday dress that is like a t-shirt dress style, and I just trace that onto her material. Or I could even use like this coral one, just literally lay it over top of the material and trace it. It's really, really simple, and it just makes it easy. You don't have to keep track of a pattern or worry about that, like I said, if you do not have one for your girl. So that was a lot of talking, but I'm gonna get into this and hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Maybe it'll give you some inspiration to do some sewing of your own. So the first thing I did was obviously cut out my material, and like I said, I'm using a pattern here, but you don't have to. So I lay my pattern down on the fold of the material, which creates a full front panel for Zendaya's skirt, and then obviously you have to cut out 2 full panels because you have a front and a back. And then I did the same for the bodice, laid it on a fold, cut out 2 of them, one for the front and one for the back. And the sleeves I cut out right with the bodice, so they're not going to have a separate sleeve, and it's kind of just an easy shortcut way to do it. Obviously you can put in your sleeves if you want to, but it takes more time, and if you're just doing it for a play dress or a simple everyday dress, this is a lot faster, or at least it is for me. Okay, so I'm getting ready to sew this. Hopefully this will be a more smooth part of the video because the kids are soon going to be napping or are napping currently. But anyways, I had an idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I might give it a go. So this fabric is so cute and light and summery. But I wanted to do something more than just like a plain dress, something to just add some character to it. So I'm thinking I found this white material that I had. It is just like an average white. It's almost like a linen, so it's definitely not stretchy or anything. But I thought I might like cap the sleeves in white, and then also maybe put some really cute pockets on the side of the dress or even on the front of the dress, and then do like a cuff on the pockets in white. I thought that would be really cute. I'm not totally sure how it'll turn out or even if I'll like it or not. So the sleeve idea I think I'm definitely gonna do because I just think that sounds so cute. The pockets, I think I'm gonna sew those together and then pin them on the dress and see if I like it or if I don't, and then we'll go from there. But I was looking for something to dress this up without having to do a lot of extra steps, and the material is really busy as it is, so I didn't really want ruffles to make that even busier. But I thought doing like a little white capping, and I wouldn't have done this if I didn't already have material, but doing like little white capped sleeves and little white trimmed pockets would just be so cute. So we're gonna see how it turns out, but it's something that's simple, and the white is gonna kind of tone down the busyness of the material, the floral material, as opposed to like ruffles or something like that could almost make it too overbearing because of how busy the material is, or at least for me. Maybe that's not everybody's thing, but for me. So I'm gonna get sewing. First things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sew together the shoulder seams all the way down to the arm or to the sleeve because that's one piece, and I will kind of talk you guys through it as I'm doing it. I probably won't do much more chatting, but yeah, I'm gonna get to it and hopefully get this dress done pretty quick. So before I get started on the sewing, I wanted to take a moment to thank CHEERFUN for sponsoring this portion of the video and share with you guys a little bit about them. So as you noticed, the kids were here hanging out with me while I am working, and Zendaya is drawing on this super fun, cute little tablet that CHEERFUN sent us. So they are a company that has these super nice LCD drawing boards, and you might have seen something similar to this. These were not around when I was a kid. We had like the Etch-a-Sketch things and that kind of stuff, but these are a fun drawing board for kids that is really like super nice and easy to pack and take with you. My kids love them. They're so great for educational purposes if you're trying to teach your kids, you know, to write, or if you just need like a small doodle board. We love them for church. And these specifically have some different things about them. They have a switch that is an on and off switch, which is really nice if you just want to turn it off when it's not in use. They're a nice matte finish, so they don't have any glare. They're not like hard on your eyes or anything like that. And they also increase like the thickness of the writing according to like how hard you push with the pen. So they have like a writing sensitivity, which I think is really cool and fun. My kids love them, and they just have been a great thing to take with us on trips or to church or anything like that. So I wanted to be sure to share with you guys a little bit about them, and CHEERFUN sent me a code for you guys, which I'm going to leave in the description box along with their website. So be sure to check them out, and I'm sure these would make a great gift for some little one in your life. Okay, so let's move on to the sewing part of the video. So first thing I did was matched up the shoulder seams. I put the insides facing out of the bodice, so you always want the right side to the right side together. And I just sewed pretty much a straight seam from the sleeve up to the shoulder, and then obviously skipped over the neck and did that on the other side as well. After I had the shoulder seams sewn together, I went ahead and ironed that seam flat so it lays really nice for Zendaya. And when I'm doing a lot of sewing, I don't have a nice big ironing board, so I just put a towel down on the table and keep my iron close by and do it this way. I find that it works really, really well, and I don't have to go far to get my iron, and that's also more motivation for me to iron all my seams nicely. So after those were ironed flat, I went ahead and moved to the neckline, and I am not the best with necklines, and because this is not a double bodice, it does not have that like seamless neckline. So what I ended up doing was I just turned the neck over and sewed it down, and that's it. That's where it stopped. It was really easy and it turned out really good and it looks nice, but like I said, super, super simple. After this part, I moved on to sewing up underneath the sleeves and under the arm, and as you'll see here in a second, I actually put a cuff on the sleeves and then I end up taking it off later, so you guys will kind of see like my little mess up or my idea that did not turn out, but that's kind of how it is sometimes when you sew. So this is just one straight seam down underneath the sleeve, underneath the arm, and then it just stops at the waistline, which this is a higher waist for her, so it's not as long of a bodice as if you had like a true waist in the dress. So just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what it's looking like, here is what we have going so far. The whole bodice is completed and the little cuffs on the end look like this. And actually I am going to sew the skirt together. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sew the front panel and back panel of the skirt together and sew the pockets on the skirt probably, but I'm actually gonna wait to attach this to the skirt until I have Zendaya fitted on and just make sure that these are not too tight for her arms. So these sleeves don't really give at all with this white material not being a knit, so I want to make sure that it fits her okay, and I'm kind of scared it might be too tight. So if it's too tight, we're just going to take the white off and just hem the blue as is, like the floral material. But yeah, we're gonna see if it fits her or not, and I want to make sure it does before I like put the whole dress together. And yeah, which actually it probably wouldn't matter, but I still think I'm gonna wait to put it together until I have her fitted on and see if the sleeves fit. So spoiler alert, the cuff on the sleeve thing did not work because it was just too tight for Zendaya's arms, so I ended up taking that off, and then the sleeves are just regular hem sleeves. But I moved on to cutting out the pockets, and I've never done this before, so I'm just winging it here. But I just cut out cute little pockets. I wanted to make them a good size so she could fill it with all the stuff she likes to carry around in her pockets. And then I trimmed the pockets in white because it seriously turned out so cute. You'll see in the end. But I went ahead and ironed down the like rough edge of the pockets, and then I just straight sewed this on to the front of her dress. This was a little difficult to figure out, and the pockets are very square, like they don't have those nice rounded edges like I was kind of hoping for. Hopefully I'll figure that out at some point, but I did not have that figured out today. So we just went with plain square pockets. They still look cute, and definitely the white cuff on them on top of this pretty blue floral, it just makes them pop, and I think it's so cute. Zendaya was so happy with her dress, especially the pockets that she can fill with crayons and who knows what else that she wants to carry around. I also forgot to mention that I sewed together the front and the back panel of the skirt, which is really simple, just a straight seam down the sides. And I did this before I put the pockets on, but going over it again, I probably would do it after and put the pockets on first. Okay, so I thought I would show you guys kind of what the dress is looking like. I got the pockets sewed on, and I think they're so cute and just like kind of add a little character to the dress. So now I'm about ready to attach the bodice to the skirt part, and as you can see here, I put in a gathering thread and just gave it some gathers to kind of help it meet up with the bodice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach these two. I'm also going to put elastic in the waist, so I'm going to measure Zendaya's waist and then just put a band of elastic. Just sew it in my seam so it'll be hidden, but just give it a little more stretch. And then last but not least is the hem. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys when I get to that part. Okay, so the last part that we have to do is add the elastic. Since I had already put a gathering thread here in the skirt, I just had to pin the elastic on and then stretch the elastic to meet the material as I was sewing. This part always gets me a little bit because it's a little bit new for me in the sewing field, but it turned out good and it went good, and I did not have to rip anything out, which made me really happy. Okay, you guys, so here is how it turned out, and I know you can't exactly see the whole thing while I'm holding it. I'm gonna have Zendaya fit it on. I'll show you guys what it looks like, but it turned out so cute. The pockets are just such a great addition to the dress, and they just give it some character where it would be more of a simple dress otherwise, elsewhere, whatever. But it really was easy and quick to sew. It took me a little bit more time because of my kiddos, but it's a simple dress that is really cute, and you don't have the time in it with like sleeves because the sleeves are right in the bodice. You don't have the extra time in to do those or to do like buttonholes or a zipper or anything like that. So definitely gonna be making this again with some more material because I love how it turned out. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here just because I'm done sewing and I need to get started on supper. So this is all I got done for today, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe it gave you some sewing inspiration if you have a little girl who you want to do some sewing for. Don't forget to check out the links down below in the description box, and I will see you guys next time in my next video. Bye guys!